Welcome back, friends. Last Scarf here, and it's time for the vlog. And first, we got to do an opener, and the opener is this: Bandana Day, and Waddle Doo, and Elflin. Oh, we got him, and the Woofy. And 30th anniversary Kirby. Oh, look at that. You'll know what the special bag, by the way. It's a Ziploc bag, too. Oh, my God. Alright, I've ordered a bunch of things. This is not everything that's going to be coming. But that's it for now. I got the 30th anniversary Waddle Dee, and apparently it didn't come with this package. Put these guys over here now. We're doing a 10-minute vlog because Jinx is hella busy, and I'm preparing for Comic-Con. Thanks for the channel, those who are paying attention to the channel. Sorry there's not been a lot of content. A realization kicked in. July and December are usually our weakest months for content, and that is because I'm always sick every July and December. Just realize that. The start of every July and December, I'm sick for like 2-3 weeks because of my allergies, and then Comic-Con's at the end of July, and then December's at the end of... and then Christmas is at the end of December. So those are always like these things that just ruin my productivity. But they're not bad. You need to have vacations to take breaks. And I'm feeling ready to go back to making content once July is over, or the end of July. Once Comic-Con's over, I'm ready to go back and hit the content hard. I'm really feeling good for that. And Jinx is just really busy with work, so we'll see when Jinx comes back on productivity. I don't like wording it that way. I don't know the best way to word it, but this is a team. It's not just me. So, status update on Jinx is Jinx is extremely busy with work. Work is crazy. Jinx is spinning like a dozen plates because work does that to people. It really does. Like, unfortunately, every job just for some reason decides that we're going to have everything run on one Australian man. That's just how it is. That's a very old reference, by the way. Oh my God. And so Jinx is that one Australian man. My sister's that one Australian man. So my sister is running like 8 jobs at once right now. And it's going to be crazy. Oh my God. Alright, so, Comic-Con. So, the Warp Pass tour, or whatever, with Nintendo is at Comic-Con, and it's going to be at the stadium, and I got in. It's sold out in the first minute. I was luckily able to get there at the 11 a.m. pass. The 10 a.m. pass sold out the first 10 seconds, the first 3 seconds, honestly. I like, click, sold out, what the 11, okay, I'm in, alright. It was crazy already. I'm hoping that once you get in, I don't know if you only get to be there for an hour, or once you get in, you get to do stuff, and then you can stay, or once you leave, you can go back in if you get like a stamp or something, because I can only be there for like 2-3 hours, and I gotta go do something for my sister, and then I can come back in, if that's a thing they allow. Once you're out, you're out. I'll be very sad, because I like to spend all of Thursday at Nintendo. That's just who I am. I'm a Nintendo boy, of course, so I like to do that. But we'll see if that's the case this time. It'll be disappointing if it's not. By the way, there is free pinball at Comic-Con every year. If that's still there, I'll do that if I can't go back to Nintendo. I usually spend Thursday outside, checking everything out, because it's the chiller day, and because everything's free on the outside, you can do all that stuff before everyone shows up for Friday and Saturday to do all the free stuff outside. That's what's going on. I'm gonna walking every pace myself, sit as much as I can, because, the back injury, drink water, and just be smart about it. The most important thing is I gotta be smart about it, and that's what sucks, is because of the accident, I actually don't know how far I can take my back and how far I can take my walking, so I gotta be careful about that. But I gotta be smart and pace myself, and I'm hoping there's seating at Comic-Con. I mean, there's seating at Nintendo. Comic-Con, there is seating, there's plenty of stairs, so there's seating, sort of, and floor. Kirby's Dream Buffet. So the plan for that is going to be, when a game comes out, play the game, do a first impressions video on it, just playing it, and then do a first impressions podcast. I'm like, here's what's so fun about it and all that stuff. And then after like a week, do a review on it. And like, here's what was fun about it, here's the great things, here's the not so great things, and things like that. That's what's going to happen with that. So like 3 videos. Could have been 4. I realized I should have done my hype video on the Dream Buffet when it first came out, because I was pretty hype about it. Pretty hyper, more than anything. And I could have speculated what the game modes might be and things like that. That would have been fun. I didn't do it because it feels like a bottom of the barrel thing, something like tropey, like typical thing that people do to be the race to first kind of thing. And I realized I should have done it anyway. Not for those reasons, but because it would have been fun to just talk about it with people who are fans of Kirby. And that's why you talk about things, to discuss and have fun talking about things you like. So I completely missed, what's the point of making things from one side. The point of making things is to be popular. The point of making things is to talk about things and to put out what you want to talk about and things like that. And that latter is the group that I'm trying to be in, but I keep thinking about the first group. Like, it's the whole, worried about being cringe kind of thing. But it's cringe to myself, because I'm like, I don't like taking the road everyone else has traveled. I like to take the road less traveled. But at the same time, that is an isolating thing. When you do the rarer thing, you are more isolated, and that's something to keep in mind. I should work on that, because I do like the company of others. As much as I like also being a loner, I also like the company of others. Let's talk about paradoxes. The paradoxes of Scarf. I very much am two things. I like to be a loner, but I also crave community as well. And I like to entertain people, so it's really weird to also be a loner, right? Like, it's weird. Other paradoxes, or just ironies, or whatever the right word is, because I don't know. Strength. I am the strongest I have been in a very long time. You can't tell because there's a shirt in the way, but I have the strongest I've been. Car going by. Strongest I've been in a long time. Everywhere but my back. That's the problem. I can't be the total package, unfortunately. I'm strong in so many ways in the front, but my back is ruined for the rest of my life because of the car accident. It's very unfortunate. And I hate that I have to always think about that. Like, I want to be stronger. I'm more just healthy, but my back will always hold me back, and that really frustrates me. I was gonna say other paradoxes, but I lost myself on that one. Really quick, I want to do a quick topic, and that is just the thought I had this morning. That is, what is the meaning of life? Everyone talks about what is the meaning of life. One argument is the meaning of life is to live, and I think that is a fairly good argument. The meaning of life is to live, and I think that works. That's good. There you go. The other meaning of life, I think, is progress/growth. I think that we are meant to constantly be growing and evolving and becoming better. We're meant to just keep going further. And that is seen in many ways. Obviously, technology-wise, we have been going forward, but we've also been evolving forward because we went from, cavemen to what we are now. Just, more intelligent. And I'm arguably, I wonder if we're stronger. Probably because you're able to focus your muscles. I don't know about even survival skills. Like, knowledge and survival skills has grown. Acting like cavemen could handle things like now, I think cavemen would do well in their environment because things are different now than they were then. Like, there's different animals, nature's different, trees are different, a lot of things are different. So, not necessarily would a caveman survive in now times, but I think they would make good progress. They would try very well. But we just have more knowledge and survival skills, more knowledge and ingenuity, more knowledge and invention and tools. So many cars going by. We just have better knowledge now because that's the progress of time. Thousands of cavemen plus other things to now. So much knowledge has been gained and gathered and taught over so much time that, of course, the person of now, arguably with the right training, could do better than a caveman in surviving in nature. Like, I feel like that's obvious. And that's the same thing with knowledge in mathematics and in science. The thing is, the way to put it is, we are smarter now than Isaac Newton. The way you put that is because we know the principles he did not know at the time because they were learned later than his lifetime. So arguably we are smarter than him in that we know more than him. But are our brains capable of more than him? Who knows? Like, if you put that brain in now times, how smart would he be? How far could he go? That's a question we'll never be able to answer. That's a curious thought. But it puts things in perspective. Like, just take any technology. Of course, weaponry has just climbed so far. Like, at one point, the greatest form of weaponry was a spear. And then, I guess, throwing a spear. Like, Because what is a gun if not shooting little spears? That's what a gun is. And it was a machine gun, shooting a bajillion little spears. It didn't really change up until bombs. Bombs became explosions, and that's nothing you can say before that was like that. It's like throwing a big rock that also explodes into more little rocks. I don't know. A lot of things are just penetration based. It's all about piercing. And that's spears. Spears in other ways. What's an arrow? Just shooting a spear. So I think the point of humanity is, of course, to live life, to enjoy life, to do with life. But the other point is to progress humanity, to progress life. That is by gathering knowledge or pushing forward the next generation or just other people for that. And I think, and this is why I think monopolies are a problem, because they can bring about innovation, but there's also the business of making sure you don't, because business as usual makes a lot of money for a lot of businesses. So they're not about innovation, which is a problem. Like, monopolies can cause stagnations. Oligopolies definitely cause stagnation for damn sure, because no one is meant to climb ahead of the other, because then that'll shake the boat. It also accounts for just the sad experience of certain people in life, because some people, they will just be in a miserable labor state for their entire life. And they are helping push humanity forward in one of the more unfortunate spots. And that's the thing I think that I'm grateful for I am grateful for I was born here and not somewhere where I would just be a much more literal cog in the machine than some people feel they are. Some people are like, I'm just a cog machine, I'm just doing like paperwork, this and that. Yeah, but it's not like that's the only thing you do ever in your life, because that's what you were born into, kind of thing. There are unfortunately people who their entire existence is suffering, and that is very depressing. And the only way I can put a positive spin on that is that they were pushing humanity forward. And even then, that's just a very callous thing to say now, isn't it? But it's the best I can do. Or you can argue you just don't put a positive spin on things. That's just the reality of life. There you go. All right, so that's the vlog. Just thinking about, well, what is the point? What is the meaning of life? It's just progression. I think that's really one of the things. Is progression is one. The other one is to experience life. And it is important to take the time to experience life and experience your friends and experience those around you and be present. I think a lot of us are bad at being present. I know I am. And it's important to just be present and enjoy what you have in front of you and be grateful for what you have. Unless you are living a miserable life, then hopefully you can find a way out of there to a better spot. That's what I'll put it. So that is the vlog. I had fun talking. Hope you have fun watching and listening. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.